So when we get to the boat, we can either look for that special chisel now, or go exploring for a little while. I'm happy with whatever you want to do.
Which way to the chisel?
Keep rowing towards the statues of the oarsmen, then thread past between them.
Mimir, you never did tell me why Freya spit in your face.
Well, she blames me in large measure for her present circumstances, and not totally without reason. It all goes back to the long war between the Aesir and Vanir.
Enough. No stories. Not while on foot. Our focus is the road.
Completely understand. I'll finish later, lad. Fafnir. I always wondered what became of him.
Wait, Fafnir? Like, Fafnir's storeroom Fafnir?
The very one.
But Sindri said he was a dwarf.
He was. And now he's a dragon. Funny how life works, isn't it?
He's chained up.
Perhaps we should keep an eye out for binding shrines and free the poor bastard. Aye, lads?
It's a fragment of a language cipher. We should look for more like this.
Ready yourself!
Nightmares! Awful pain!
Enemies down.
Look here.
Sir. Treasure map. All right.
I have a favor to ask. Just a small favor, really. Do you remember the dagger you gave me?
The dagger's...
Well.
Another treasure hunt.
Creative today.
Pointless.
Well, not if Sindri really can make us better equipment with that whetstone. Plus, the Reaver's son. He murdered his father.
think that's a keeper. That should tide you over. Fine piece of work, if I say so myself. Don't let the Draugr get... Get you.
What is this place?
Could it be? The Eight Thrones.
Stop being coy, Ed. Do you know this place or not?
Mimir, the smart... Smartest man alive. I know many things.
Well, whatever this...
Why don't you tell me how all this began with Balder?
He just knocked on our door.
Balder of Asgard just knocked on your door.
Yeah, he just showed up and started a fight. He said he wanted to know something. He said, I know what you are.
Oh, well, we'll circle back to that later. What exactly did he want to know?
I was under the floor by then.
He said I already knew what he wanted. Perhaps he mistook me for another.
That's quite interesting.
Oh there!
What do you want, dwarf?
I got another lead.
Another lead?
I'll explain.
Atreus, follow me.
Be right there. like there was an entire city under the water.
Aye, lad. A forgotten city.
What was it called?
Well, I forgot.
Hey, Mimir. Last we were in a boat, you had just started the story. What did you want to tell me about the Long War?
Prior to that, wars for the Aesir were easily won. But the Vanir had proved their equal and exacted devastating damage. Both sides suffered tremendous losses. And for many of us, quite frankly, war was simply no fun anymore. But a rather senseless waste of precious life. Wouldn't you agree, brother? Precisely. Enough was enough. And at last, Odin's most brilliant advisor became determined to find a more enlightened path. He set about to broker a peace between the gods. It took some convincing, but ultimately Odin was persuaded to marry his deadliest enemy, a certain Vanir goddess, legendary not only for her fertile beauty, but her genius at the very Vanir magic that Odin had long aspired to master.
Freya married Odin? What was in it for her?
It was a sacrifice to protect her people, a selfless act of love. Truly, she deserves better than she got. But of course, there's more to that story.
Are you okay?
North. Hell, what?
I was there. A thunderstorm scattered all 3 of my ships across the lake.
That was easy. Hey, it's another treasure map.
A dangerous beast. We will take him down together.
I'll bring him down! Approval! Not yet!
Felt that one, brother.
What's that? Boy, what a sad story.
Yes. We should help him.
Really?
You are surprised.
Well, yeah. I didn't think you'd care about helping a spirit.
Fighting more Hellwalkers is good experience for you.
Ah. I can't believe Odin and Freya were ever married.
Love and hate are more closely intertwined than you might imagine. For instance, Odin hates the giants and they him. But Thor's own mother was the giantess Björgun, one of Odin's great loves. Or I can just tell you this story later.
Were all those guys part of his crew? That's a tough crew.
And all were his responsibility.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Does it frighten you? Responsibility.
Oh, no. I don't think so. I mean, I think it used to, but not as much anymore.
Why is that?
Well, being out here with you makes me feel more grown up. Seriously, how did this one captain lead so many men?
He had their loyalty, so they followed.
And then they all died. He must have been a bad leader.
Why do you think that?
Well, he led all these men to their deaths.
True. These men chose to follow. Even good leaders make poor choices. The best take responsibility for them. Remember this.
Father, were you ever a leader?
Many years ago, yes. I led men in battle.
Were you a good leader?
It is complicated.
Did you
no
ever...
more questions, boy. Focus on the task at hand.
Yes, sir. So you were saying Thor is half god and half giant? That's so weird.
Aye, but Odin and Fjorgun's love was true. Once Fjorgun was gone, lonely ages passed for Odin. And as war with the Vanir raged, I could see what he really wanted in his bluster. And we'll pick this up later.
Yes, cedar poison. Not a fan.
Quiet, then!
There was another shipwreck under the water. So you were saying Odin was lonely? That's why he was always at war?
Nothing quite so simple, but I hoped that love might temper him and give us a chance for peace. And after no small amount of convincing, Freya agreed. For a while there, he really turned on the charm. He seemed happy. He seemed interested in making her happy. He granted her so many wishes I can scarcely recall them all. And we'll pick it up later.
Ready and wait! That was the last ship. I hope the captain will be satisfied now.
Unlikely. He was determined to put these men to rest himself.
But he would have never been able to.
That does not matter to him. Our victory will only remind him of his failure.
Then, why do we do them? Fire! Father? Why did you really want to help the spirit?
You need the experience.
I've had plenty of experience fighting these things. What's the real reason?
This man inspired loyalty. He took responsibility for his mistakes, and he was determined to fix them. These are good lessons for you.
Oh,
Yes. Oh.
so what was it like when Odin and Freya got married?
The peace held, and I truly believed all had worked out better than I could have planned. But Odin's true face showed itself again in the end. He won Freya's trust, and she taught him some of her Vanir magic, another choice she would live to bitterly regret. Sadly, despite his wise counsellors' best efforts to persuade him that peace was the only true path to stave off Ragnarok, Odin never let go of his obsession with Jotunheim. A taste of Vanir magic led him to new forms of experimentation and new levels of depravity.
My,
That's right. We killed...
I see.
But in life...
Yeah.
I...
Well, you're right. He didn't seem very satisfied. I guess you never really get over losing ones you care about.
Never.
I see something down there. You want a beach here?
Good. Keep it up.
Okay. Obviously the marriage to Odin didn't last. But how did Frey end up a hermit in the woods?
And we'll pick this up later.
Wow, there's two of them, and they're huge. I wonder why they aren't moving. Hey, that looks like a water wheel. Or I guess, an underwater wheel. Did you just laugh at that?
No.
You sure?
Yes. I do not laugh.
Don't I know it? Okay, obviously the marriage to Odin didn't last. But how did Frey end up a hermit in the woods?
Oh, that was a singular piece of cruelty, even for Odin. As if the marriage wasn't punishment enough. Freya was better to him than he deserved. She stuck it out through all manner of indignity, all in the name of maintaining peace and safety for her people. But Odin's madness, his tyranny, his corruption of her magics, it became more than she could stomach, and at long last she broke it off. Odin's wrath was fierce, and his curses upon her were more than she dared to fear.
But her magic was so much stronger than his.
After so much time together, he knew her vulnerabilities. And exploited them to craft curses she could never break. You know what? I'll tell this one later.
Something down there. Okay, so Freya left, and Odin was mad.
Furious, and he cursed her most terribly.
Oh, like not being able to leave Midgard.
Worse still, he robbed her of her warrior spirit. Freya cannot fight, even to defend herself. You know what? I'll tell this one later.
So Odin robbed Freya of her warrior spirit?
Aye. No living thing may she harm by blade nor spell. In a world this belligerent, what choice does she have but isolation?
Poor Freya. I guess if I was her, I'd spit in your face too.
Aye, lad. So would I.
Once you retrieve the whetstone, please take utmost care while handling it. It is a priceless relic, after all.
that's a keeper. Fine piece of work, if I say so. Myself.
That's a deal.
That looks amazing. Prepared in good health. Have fun eating after righteous fury.
Was there more?
Hey, Cinder. Have you met Mimir?
If you mean the severed head that keeps blinking at me, please, keep it away. There is no possible way that's hygienic.
Oh, that's nice. Lovely to see you too, Sindri. Knob.
I don't suppose you could try keeping that clean. I think that's a keeper.
That looks amazing.
That should tide you over.
Yes, my young man? Now don't be a stranger.
I still can't believe a son would kill his own father. That's crazy, right? I know, we only got one side of the story. But come on, his own father? I mean, I get angry at you sometimes, but...
Do you?
I mean, sometimes, yeah. A little. But I'd never stab you in the back.
No.
This clan really didn't want anyone coming in. How are we supposed to get through?
There must be a way to lift the gate.
Maybe with the big water wheel.
My thought as well.
Well, that solves that treasure map.
When are you angry?
What?
With me. When?
Oh, I guess sometimes when you don't think I can do something, but I can.
It is not always easy to know what.
It's okay. I get it. I'm little. Where's that whetstone, I wonder?
Here. Boy.
Yes, sir. This is good to know. What happened over there?
This is the sun.
That ghost son? How do you know?
The sigil. It matches the dagger we found in his father's back. He stood his ground, but it was not enough.
They betrayed him.
Betrayal begets betrayal. My guess, the young one murdering his dad didn't sit well with the others.
He thought himself ready to lead. It cost him his life.
I guess.
Look there, lad. By his feet.
The whetstone!
Yes. They used it to smash his face in.
They did? Ew. I can't yet!
Nice shot.
whetstone behind. If Sindri wants it, it must be really useful.
Well, lad, reavers have very specific priorities. If it's not shiny and you can't eat or drink it, might as well use it as a blunt object.
Boy,
Yes, sir. Another map. Great.
what does it say?
This says, false leader. I've seen it written all over this place.
Boy,
There's a scroll here. It belonged to the sun. Wow, this goes on and on. Father, forgive me, filled with remorse, forget my actions.
and he thought before taking action, there would be no need for regret, yes?
Yeah, maybe we should bring this to his father, back at the storeroom. Amir, there was a shrine about a giant lady with lots of books and visions.
How did it go at the stronghold?
We found your whetstone.
Oh! This stick?
The Reavers you...
Oh. I can't wait to test out the new whetstone. It may not look like much, but it's practically humming with magic. I've needed a new one after my brother borrowed the last one. I saw him spit on it.
Tell it out!
He said, I didn't ask for it back. Chopping. How about you, young one? Where is good come? Piece of work, if I say so. Myself.
Was there something else? Well, you gentlemen certainly know how to get around. I know I've been up in a mountain for a while now, but since when do the dead not stay dead? A little resurrection among friends is one thing, I can hardly complain, but it's as if hell itself is shambling into Midgard.
Freya said the world was out of balance. That somebody meddled with forces.
Oh, that's plain to see. And Odin is the king of meddlers. But I shudder to think what he did to cause this. Or perhaps it involves the Valkyries. That'd be playing a dangerous game indeed.
Hey, Brock. Could you take a look at...
See, you boys ran afoul of some travelers. Or them travelers ran afoul of you, more like.
Who are they? What do they want?
Dunno. Oh, you ask a lot of questions.